Good morning, everyone. Today we again have Group Captain Alok Kumar Chatterjee, sir, on our channel. Welcome, sir.
Good morning, Aman. Thank you so much. God bless.
Thank you, sir. Sir, today our subscribers want to know about the GTO techniques, group testing obstacles about the SSB. Sir, please throw some lights on the various indoor and outdoor obstacles of the SSB.
Okay, Aman, to talk about the group task, actually, I am trained for that specifically, and I have been working as a GTO and a senior GTO too.
Sorry, there was a network issue. We are back again. Yes, sir.
Well, Aman, as to continue with it, as I was telling you, that the group task is basically a task to be completed by a group of people. It is a combination in which, and it is also known as a leaderless task initially. There is no leader. Okay. Everyone has got equal right to do whatever has been told to them, and only aim is to clear the obstacle which will be shown by the GTO and will be well explained by the GTO. Now we can divide this actually for the easy understanding that the group task comprises of indoor as well as outdoor task. Okay. Let's first concentrate on the indoor task. That the first task which you, after gathering at the selection board and you are exposed for the on the GT day 1, it will be firstly starting with the group discussion. You will be getting into inside a hall where there will be a chair meant for the candidates in a semicircular fashion, and the GTO will be present. Now, I will not go in details when we undertake the course. That time, of course, we will go in detail. But the fact is, in the first, this group discussion is conducted in 2 phases. In the first phase, 2 topics are given, and in the second phase, only single topic is given by the assessor, and there is no other option. The reason for it and all will be explained to you when we undergo the course in due course of time. Now, once these 2 sets of group discussions had taken place, thereafterwards the candidates are exposed to a group planning exercise. In the room where you are sitting over there, there will be a sand model. In case the sand model is not there, it can be on a chart also. So there, this thing map will be shown on the chart, or a pictorial presentation will be there of a place, covering all the natural geographical features like hill, river, and all that thing. And that, I think you all are also aware of it while you have gone through the SSB guidebooks. Now, what is there in that, in the GPE, group planning exercise, the group has to plan out certain resolutions of a problem. How are you going to resolve those problems which are told to you in a story form? Okay, that is what. And thereafterwards, individually 8 or 10 candidates, because a group comprises of 6 to 10, not less, not more. Now, all of them will have a different idea to solve. But the idea over here is that one must be able to present a unified group solution. That is what is the aim. That means in the group discussion, in the previous of the task, you could abruptly end. Okay, there is no need to draw any conclusion of the group discussion. You just keep discussing, keep airing your points, right? But here, though you have planned in a different way, different thing, taking into the account of the resource, time, distance, the problem, priorities, so many things are there. Okay, so after that, when you have solved it, how have you solved it? Your preference could be something else, the other chap's preference could be something else. But what the assessor wants, can the group actually arrive to a conclusion? Okay, fine. Someone has to sacrifice something, someone has to add something likewise. So here in the group planning exercise, your factor 2 in the OLQ also is being assessed, that how much liberal minded are you? Do you lose temper when someone doesn't agree with you? And it happens. Someone just differs with your point of view. You feel like, yeah, I should get up and give him a, punch. That sort of a thing. So ultimately, the GTO in his briefing also says that any one of you, doesn't matter who, should get up and give me the group solution. However, the person who is giving the solution will not get any extra benefit. So that The other chap should not be in a competition. No, 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 I should get up and give. No, 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 I should give. That type of competition, unhealthy, is not given. The man has to be a group chosen. So here you see that it is trying to be slightly, selection of the leader, emerging of the leader. Okay, that you have selected somebody, he should give. That means you have accepted his leadership, his version, and that is how the group is progressing. That is why it is called as progressive group task, from the leaderless to semi selected leader. Okay, one of the tasks which is called as lecturate, that can be considered as an indoor, or it can be done at the outdoor also. There is no harm, but to combine with it, actually, because there is no physical involvement in it, you have to just apply your mind and talk on a particular topic which has been given to you, or rather which you have chosen out of the 4 topics given to you. Okay, with that, you will be given a preparatory time for 3 minutes also, and the speech time will be 3 minutes. At 2.5 minutes, the candidates are cautioned that only 30 seconds are left, so that they could conclude the topic. The further nuances, once we go inside the detail of the course, it will be, of course, explained. So these 3 particular tasks can be called or nominated as the indoor task. Okay. Any other questions related to this?
Sir, actually, most of the students have a doubt at how this group discussion is different from that debate going on the TV channels among the spokesperson of different political parties. Literally, what happens, sir, they become a more threatening than that political party spokesperson. Fish market.
Actually, yes, very rightly you said, and I am sad to say basically why. Basically, you must understand that in the SSB, you are not competing against anybody. There is no competition. Your berth is reserved. Hey, you have to just show your confirmed ticket and get inside. That's all. But the people do not understand this. They think that if I can gain over chess number 2 or 3, being my chess number 1, and can just pull them down, I will be the best. That is not the issue at all. Your personality has been assessed, whether the personality fits into the requirement of the organization. That's all. If all the 10 of them fits into the requirement, all the 10 will be taken in. This part, if the candidates understand, the thing will be much easier, much smoother. But the irony of the thing is that most of the coaching institutes, guidance centers keeps telling that you should be the one who should be leading, and unnecessarily, your engine is shot. That is what is causing the damage for the candidates. And it is not that from one school or one center only the candidate goes to a particular assessing board. It is a various combination. So it is really a difficult task. And that is why I am online course also cajoling the people that spread out, that you are actually killing yourself. Assessor has got nothing to do. He has been in the selection board, not in the rejection board. He wants to select you, but you are not giving him the opportunity. You are fighting against yourself, and you are losing your track.
सर यहाँ पे वही कहावत फिट बैठती है, जो दूसरों के लिए खाई खोदता है, खुद उसी खाई में गिरता है.
Absolutely said. So this nuances has to be understood. See, jagda, jhanjat, chilla ke, and that way you actually annoy the assessor. His whole attention has been put off. Who would like to hear a coarse and hoarse voice? Tell me. And that too without any substance. If at all, if substance is there, that like in the TV debates, as you mentioned, you see most of the people talk out of their hat. What they're talking, what the interviewer is asking, there's no relation. He just blabbers. And this is what is happening. People are getting actually, more and more, feeling like that I should be like Sambit Patra or like whosoever. I mean, that is not the issue. We are not trying to select any, MP or MLA. Yes.
So some others doubt also include that for preparing this DD is necessary that we should have a deep knowledge of the GK part.
Yes, to that extent. Yes. You see, you must appreciate one thing. One person cannot have the contentment of everything. Okay, but if you have a slight inclination that yes, I have read somewhere, and if someone else actually is pointing it out, that ignites that knowledge and you can jump in. Okay, it is not really necessary that you will remember everything and you can retain everything. Memory and loss are the process which is going on in the brain. But yes, having said so, the group discussions are generally based on the topic of common interest which is happening from day to day life. So if it is happening in day to day life, and if you are aware through the newspaper, to the books, to the TV and all, and if you are keeping a track, I don't find anything difficult that you will not remember. Because out of those 10 candidates, one of them, I mean, every one of them will have a different angle to talk about. So it will ignite your memory. Yes, 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 I had read that also. Add on to that further. That is the way it progresses.
I will also suggest the subscriber to use a normal journal daily newspaper like Hindustan Times or The Hindu. And also they can take the printout of monthly compilations of the review that are available for free on the different websites. One can be the Adda Hindu monthly review that just contains 40 to 50 pages of whole month. And you can easily prepare the current affair of last 3 to 4 months just before the SSB. And it is very helpful in the SSB. I have been experienced this in my past.
Very rightly
Also,
said.
sir, again, I will move forward to PGT and HGT. Please throw some light on the situation where people try to snatch the fatta balli and other the load. They think that taking it and just loading it will make them recommend.
Okay. Aman, do I consider that indoor task of the group task series is understood well?
Yes,
Now
sir.
we'll move for the outdoor okay. Outdoor series where the first task is the PGT, progressive group task. Here there are 4 sets of obstacles. Each set need to be tackled with the preset rules, regulations, limitations, penalties, and of course the what you call the liberty given by the assessor. Okay. Now the degree of difficulty of each set keeps on gradually increasing. The first set of the progressive group task is actually meant to for your familiarization. It is expected that the boy has not seen the type of things. Obviously, you had not seen. Like in our time, there was no coaching institute or nothing. So, and there was none to guide us also. So when we landed up, in fact, it was a familiarization. Like we wanted to figure out ये फट्टा बल्ली से करेंगे क्या? Okay, where do we fit in? How do we fit in? So that first exercise set is for actually the familiarization. But now that the persons going to attend the selection board interviews are already aware, they have already undergone a crash course or whatever course. Okay, so they were aware. Now obviously don't try to feign as if you are a novice, you don't know anything. That way you will create a problem for yourself, and as you said, that somebody else will snatch the fatta from your end and you will say, okay, keep on watching what is to be done. So don't give that chance. See, why somebody tries to snatch the fatta and balli, as you said? Because probably he finds the familiarity so much. Suppose you visit one particular board for 4 times. So you feel I have become the GTO. Okay, I can do it. That happens actually. And that is where, when he is with the other candidates who have not visited the board, he feels that I am the master, I will show you the path. But he least realizes that had he been able to show the path, he wouldn't have been here. That means there is something wrong which has happened. So, in this particular cases, that aggressive person should restrain himself, should see that if any other good idea is coming out or not. If it is not, then he should come forward and try to improvise the already implemented, ideas. Now, as I was telling you, it was all a leaderless task till now, till stage 2 of the PGT. Okay, and then the PGT, obviously you will find the obstacles are different, the degree of difficulties are different, and moreover, maybe sometimes when the GTO finds that, oh, it is all becoming a cakewalk for them, generally in the PGT it is not done, but he may do so that create a difficulty by denying certain structure or certain helping material, and likewise. But in the third stage, actually, the emergence of a leader happens, because in the mid of the task somewhere you will find there is an impasse, that you try out everything whichever possible and you find nothing is working out. So there is a level of frustration arrived. Whosoever can maintain his cool and keep applying those methodologies which are been now will be told during the course, and with that mix and match of the methodology, he will crack that situation. And thereafterwards, you mind my words, he emerges as a leader. Of course, the joy in him, yes, I could do it. But again, my word of caution, though that candidate might have had cracked that particular impasse, he need not to be overjoyous. Then he will lose his balance, in the mental balance what I'm talking. He will not be thinking systematically for the further task. There are so many other tasks. Okay. And last stage is again this thing, reorganizing. Like Abhi, what has happened? A different level has come. One has emerged as a leader, one as a worker, one is an idea giver. So there are different levels. Somebody might even throttle back. कि अरे यार अब मेरे से नहीं होता. Okay, that is why the stage 4 is given, where actually if you have not been able to, please reorganize and rejuvenate your ideas and now try to do it better than whatever you have done in the previous batch. So no one to lose heart. It has been so scientifically designed that if you do not maintain your vigor, your enthusiasm, your involvement, you will be losing out. This is all about the PGT in short. And in detail, if we go on to talk, then there will be 2-3 classes actually. So I'll cover up to this much only. Then the next task comes the GOR, group obstacle race. Many a times this group obstacle race are nowadays being either overlooked or not conducted, because of the reason, if it is a single day testing, the GOR is not done. Okay, if it is rainy season or something, it is raining badly, then the ground is not good, so GOR is again avoided. But what is group obstacle race? Again, it is an obstacle course in which various obstacles are put, and now it is not the individual group, but a group of the groups will be pitched against each other in a particular different lanes. There will be lane laid and the obstacles will be there, and the group A, group B, group C, group D, likewise all the groups working on that particular day will be put on this GOR. It is also known as snake race. Reason being, there is a rolled up tent which is given, and you have to carry that. The rules of this and how to conduct and all, we will be covering it up when that particular subject arrives. Okay. So this is the second of the outdoor tasks. Now the GTO divides the group into 2 halves. Okay. And that is why the task is known as half group task. In the half group task, there will be a single obstacle which will be performed by both the groups, one after the other. While one subgroup is performing, the other will not be permitted to see what is being done. Now here, the GTO concentrates on those people whom he had seen some spark, that yes, this boy can do, but he's been overshadowed by an over enthusiastic person. So here is the chance where that person is given the free field. Okay, that he is having helper, he has got the idea, he is slightly subdued, he is given that chance. Now one person, you don't know who is he. Okay, but if you feel that yes, I could not get a chance there because somebody else was actually, as you said, grabbed my patta and bali and all, here is the chance you show your this thing, caliber. That is why the half group task is given, that in this condition has the boy performed. That means he will be able to lead a smaller group. He may not be able to lead a bigger group. but at least he is a leader. Understood? Similar way, the second group. Now, after all this, then you have the command task where the individual is, appointed as the commander of the task. Now, here the GTO is trying to assess that if you are given the responsibility of a particular obstacle along with men and material, will you be able to perform the task maintaining all the decorums of the rules, regulations, and other things? Okay, in time. That is what he is trying to watch. The command tasks are not of equal. That is actually, every candidate who goes on the SSB feels that yes, he has done the task, but he doesn't know that he has been taken to a command task compatible to his level. The G2 has assessed now that okay, if I take him to this level of task, he will be able to work. Now, do not ask me what is the level at all, because it will be going into the technicalities of the task, which you are not required to know. There's nothing. No, even if you know the level, you cannot increase it. Here, by guidance, what I am trying to say, already trying to increase your level. Okay, so the candidate should be confident and comfortable with that. So when that candidate is taken to that level of the task level which is compatible to him, he can do it with little bit of guidance, little bit of help. That's okay. He will be able to do it. But what is it? It is actually a confirmatory series where the GTO is confirming all the query areas. Okay, query areas are where? On the OLQ, on the 15 OLQs, that which is more, which is less, why it is less, how it is more. Okay, these are now in the confirmatory series. From the AGT onwards, like command task, individual obstacles, they are all in the confirmatory series. That GTO is confirming his observations. Like when you go for the individual obstacle, now after this command task, okay. Anyway, let me finish the command task first. In the command task, you will be the commander and you will be given a choice to take the helpers. I have seen, due to the stress, the candidate rattling out the chest number of whom he wants as a helper, not being present in the group itself. Like say, for example, you are chest number 1 to 10, and the candidate when asked that, okay, whom would you like to have as your helper? He calls out chest number 20, 21. Now realize you are a group of 10 only. From where will I provide 20 to 21? Right? Because he is under stress totally and he is exposing himself. Okay. So this is how one need to guard, and one need to mentally be present and alert on the task and nothing else. He will be able to complete it. After the command task, then you have the individual obstacles. There are 10 obstacles. If you can successfully complete it, all the 10 in 3 minutes, it goes to total of 55 marks. But mind you, marks are not the thing which you need to bother about. Okay, you need to bother about how you are conducting that particular task. The 10 obstacles, they are not serially arranged. How you have chosen, are you running crisscross, covering all the length of the field and getting tired? So there should be a pattern which you should plan and do, either from left or the right, or from the center left or center right, whatever. It is up to you. Whatever you feel comfortable, like you feel, okay, I must do the rope climbing first, otherwise after running and jumping, I might lose my stamina. Go ahead, do that. Okay, but then do that properly. Whatever has been told, that try to touch the top notch and come down. Okay, come down slowly. Similarly, all these parameters need to be followed in the individual obstacle. Now you might see that that obstacle where you climb onto a platform and you take a leap and catch a rope in front hanging and then come down slowly. There, many candidates start shivering because he has a fear of height. Now, what best a tool could be to identify that his courage is actually, the physical courage is actually, in question and is seen there. So these are the confirmatory series tasks. Okay, but at the same time, I won't tell that avoid it. No, you must attempt. Okay, you may not be able to successful, but attempt has to be given, should be given. But then do not waste too much of a time if you are finding that you are unable to tackle the task successfully. Go ahead, do the next, further, next. If time remains, you come back to the task again and try to do it. These are the few things which you must understand in the individual obstacle. Okay. And last but not the least in the outdoor is the final group task. As I told you, in the stage 4, the same philosophy is there in the final group task also, because few people will get disheartened, oh, I could not do much well in the individual obstacle. Others might feel, yaar, mera lecture theek nahi hua. See, no individual task has got any particular weightage. It is the sum total of your performance on the task which matters. Are you maintaining the same zeal, same enthusiasm? Okay. Are you, means you are aware, alert, you are not looking so fatigued, tired, you are still cheerful. These all matters. So don't give up. Till the final blow of the whistle of the FGT, continue struggling, continue performing. This is what is about all about the group task. Any questions pertaining to this? I am open.
No, sir, there are no certain questions.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.